Cherie Hanson here. Well, here we are at the end of the toothpaste tube of November. There's just a little bit more to squeeze out. And we will then be into December. And who knows what will happen. We don't want to try to be correct or right or know what's going to happen at this point. That way lies madness. As I was sitting doing my Wim Hof breath today, I thought of this idea of what if you were dating yourself? That came to me. Or what if you were your own pet? Or what if you were your own toddler? And what I mean by that is if we can get into a place of mindfulness so we can step back and we can understand what the personality, what we define as the self, needs from the larger self, then we can start giving it to the self, from the self. So when you're going out to meet somebody for the first couple of times that you are going on a date with, you don't show up and immediately lift your shirt and show your scars. I have been on those first dates where people are going on and on and on about their last marriage and their divorce and their failures and their arthritis. And the thing that happens then is it's very hard to fall in love with yourself. If you are talking to yourself this way, very hard. I just want to get away from you. You know, stop it. So if you imagine showing up with the intention of being kind, mindful, encouraging, supportive to the person that is across the table from you, what you start to do is you start to set your scanner, you know, the scanner. We go in and we look for something. We're looking. Where is it? What is it? If your scanner is set to find the good in yourself, you will find the good in yourself. And just exactly as if you were on a first or a third or a fourth date, you're going to feel relaxed and safe and appreciated. And it just gets so much happier and more content in your life. If you're doing a good job of courting yourself. I don't mean by that the arrogant, narcissistic, blown up, phony kind of thoughts and statements to yourself. Oh man, look at you, you're really hot, or look what you did, or not that kind of thing. I'm talking about sincerity. If you can stand in front of a mirror and look in your eyes and say to yourself, I love you. I appreciate you. I am so glad you are on my side. You have been such a good caretaker for me. Thank you. What happens then is we're not in this, goth punk state where we think that by being edgy and calloused and carrying hidden weapons and, got a knife in the boot and I can defend myself, watch out, that kind of thing. And when we treat ourselves like that, the result is the same as if we treated everybody else that way. You feel unappreciated, you feel unseen, you feel like you're not good enough, you feel like you're not worthy. And that's a very difficult state to live in. So we need to consciously get in there and retrain the way we talk to ourselves or the way we see ourselves. I know in my family, what happened is my mother, who was borderline, was really good at playing the game, you lose, you lose, you lose. Like, you went to the left, you lose. You went to the right, you lose. You went straight ahead, you lose. Because there was always something that you were not doing properly. So I internalized that and I became a perfectionist. I was always watching myself so carefully. Like, oh my God, don't make a mistake. Instead of watching myself and saying, my hands are very strong. My hands are able. I'm doing the dishes. I'm doing a good job. I turn the dishes upside down. I turn the cups upside down. I look at the cups. They're beautiful. And I say to myself, you have chosen such beautiful cups. That is so happy to have that in your life. So I am constantly looking for ways to appreciate myself, not in an egotistical way, not in a phony, inauthentic way, but the things that I genuinely appreciate myself. Here are some things that are going on right now. I appreciate myself for having a regular sleep schedule. It's a victory. It's wonderful. So if you have a partner who has a regular sleep schedule and is calm and not thrashing around at night, you're much more likely to love them, right? Instead of somebody that looks like they're in the funny movie where the octopus is trying to pull them under the water and they're fighting it back, and this kind of resistance, avoidance, fighting, anger going on. So I always look for the things in my life that I'm doing well. I did the dishes today. I cleaned out the refrigerator. That makes me feel good. I open the refrigerator next time and it's clean and it's been sterilized. It smells good. And I'm so happy with myself. So this is the thing that a lot of us don't get. How happy are you with your life? How happy are you with yourself? You're the one that determines that. Because if you have as a goal to self-sabotage, to criticize, to attack yourself, you're going to find you're very good at it because you're good at whatever you practice. Also, I was thinking about what if I were my pet? I take so much joy in the fact that my beautiful cat, Todd, is healthy and relaxed and loving. He's not running around the house. He's not wired up. He's not in fear mode. And I think to myself, all those times he walks past me and I say to him in the most loving voice, "Oh, you are so beautiful. Thank you for being my cat." I can do that to myself. I can say things to myself like, "I am so glad for the decisions you are making to make my life better at this point in time. Thank you for taking such good care of me. Thank you for appreciating me. Thank you for feeding me well. Thank you for taking me for long walks so that I'm healthy. I need to appreciate the things I'm doing, and not, I got an award, I have a certificate, people are applauding. That's outside. That's outside stuff. The only way we can ever be at home in ourselves is by working inside. So if somebody handed me, Cherie, here's the baby, and I look at the way that she treats herself, then what happens is I calm down, I feel well cared for, I feel protected. There was something that happened the other day in the thrift store. It was really interesting. It's actually happened 3 times in a row, so it must be some kind of thing that's coming in to clarify to me. This woman is struggling to get a sweater on, and I walk past, and she said, "Oh, I wish I could get this on so I could see if it looks good." And I say to her, "You know what? If something isn't easy for me to put on, I don't buy it, because I don't need to struggle like I'm coming up a birth canal in a sweater. Or I don't need to have a shirt that I can't reach the buttons in the back." That is a criteria for how I make my life easier. If it's difficult, if it's hard for you to do, if it's a struggle, then don't bring it in your door. It's that easy. Don't bring in food that'll make you fat and unhappy and shorten your life. The door is a portal to your universe. The front door, the back door, whatever door you're going through, it's a portal. So the only thing you bring in to that space is something that is really supportive of who you are and who you want to be. So those are my thoughts for today. I am thrilled that I'm getting more subscribers every day. My goal at this point in my life is to take all the lessons I've had over 80 years, and a lot of them come from being just, a dunce head, not being so stubborn and not learning. I'm trying to prevent that for you. So that you can get in a place where you are grounded, secure, at peace with yourself, and then whatever is happening outside the windows and the doors, whatever is happening in the media, whatever is happening next, the secret is, if you are calm and secure, you're going to be much better at handling anything that shows up in your life. I think of the thing about anxiety, which is really interesting, is we get to a place where we just build up a whole bunch of rocks, big rocks, and then we're afraid. And we've got all these rocks and we're going like, I've got to protect myself. I've got to protect myself. No, you save your rocks for when there's really a time for them. You don't throw them every day. You don't lower your vibration 6-7 times a day to get ready for something, because you've used up all your ammunition and now you're defenseless. Ground yourself, be in love, make the entire area around you a zone of peace and light, and you're going to do so much better in life. And life comes at you in a different way. It comes at you in a sweeter, more loving way. So do subscribe, do like, do put comments. If you know somebody who's struggling and you think one of my videos might help, please share it with them. And I want to say to you, as I always do, I appreciate you.